Well, folks, it's 2026 now. Let's talk AI.
Cause we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over.
Ah, yes, the inevitable AI rant video. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. I've been procrastinating on talking about this because with us being in 2026, this thing is gonna get way out of hand very quickly. We should have been taking care of this back around like 2022. So, heck, even earlier than that. Because all I see now is that we're getting further and further to your generic sci-fi dystopia. But instead, all the cool sci-fi stuff added to it is just boring machines and nobody has jobs and such. Alright, where should I start with this? Alright, for at least my stance on how I feel about AI, I'm more in favor for it, but however, me being in favor of it comes with a boatload of asterisks at the end of it. Because there is so many notable flaws as of right now. Because there's some cool stuff that AI is being used right now and for the greater good. Like for weather technology, medicine, in terms of like finding new, this is like archaeology, in terms of like murder mysteries and stuff like that, to solve cold cases when it comes to like looking back at like genetic data and such. That is something that I think most people would agree with that is helping out. I do enjoy the technology that's coming out of it. Like image generation, video generation, like the tech behind it. I'm just learning something new of how this stuff works and how all these researchers is finding new ways to make this stuff work. But at the consequence of people just stealing artwork just to get this stuff to work. Like seriously, there's certain websites I just can't go on anymore because it's just filled with AI images and stuff. Let's just say a non-safe for work website, for example. You mean to tell me majority of the images that's coming up on that website is just filled with AI garbage? And I can tell it's AI because all of them are rendered the same. No matter what character you're trying to generate, they all gonna be looking the same on how they do the lighting, the shading, anything around there. You think people are gonna sit down and beat their meat to that stuff? That stuff has no soul in it. Like, come on, man. That's like there's no soul. There's no passion put into it. Nobody articulating their hands using Procreate or whatever they use it just so they can just make whatever gooder slop that they want to make. Hey, at least if somebody's making it from their own hands, they have the skill to do that. Following up on like video generation, at least with video generation, there is some kind of customization for that. Everything is, all the models kind of have their own like set parameters and stuff, and you can at least get some customization for that. So you can put some soul into that. Motion capture, you can do that yourself. You can actually use third-party softwares that you currently use and pretty much put in like video generators and stuff. You can make that work. Image generators, you don't really get that kind of customization, which kind of brings to another point that I want to make. The commercialization of AI has to be one of the worst things modern society has given these billion-dollar corporations to pretty much be incentivized to do it. Because now we are at a point in time where AI is pretty much the new oil for everything. And just like oil, people are trying to conquest and pillage for that oil, for their own gains. And who is one of the biggest people to be responsible for this? I blame Sam Altman. Because around 2019, this man decided that his whole entire company, OpenAI, should go per capita, or the best way for most people to understand it, for profit to a certain extent. Because his company used to be pretty much like a basic research company, non-profit, Doesn't really need to like get a boatload of money, just to fund the research. That's it. Just to help humanity. That was the original goal. Now everything is just for like ChatGPT, funding that, marketing for that. And now ever since that happened, everybody and their mama who got like a tech company is trying to hop on that bandwagon. And even other countries are hopping on that bandwagon. China, I definitely see her say like they're gonna win the AI race for all this stuff, because they're gonna find a way to make all this stuff scalable for not only for themselves but also consumers as well. Because right now we're in a GPU shortage, we're in a RAM shortage, most definitely a RAM shortage. Have you seen the prices of RAM now? I can't even upgrade my laptop from 32 gigs to 64 gigs because of how expensive RAM is getting. That is insane. All because of this AI mess. And you got companies like Nvidia and AMD pretty much looking like Goku Black and Zamasu hanging out together because they all in on it. They making bread off of this. I mean, I can't hate on it because it's like they got the technology and the APIs to make sure that machine learning tech can work, but for me, what does that have to do with me? Majority of the time, I'm like, I don't really benefit from any of this. AMD with FSR? FSR 3 works okay, but it's quite garbage, visually speaking. And I can't utilize DLSS because I got a 6060 Ti in my laptop. So, I don't even benefit from any of that. I don't know, maybe I need to start vibe coding, just using Gemini and doggone, what is it called? Opus 4.5 from Cloud Code. Just like, use it for a few of my games or something. Maybe. Because, man, I'm just looking at it and saying like, man, is this where all my, is this where my taxes is going? This is where all my taxes is going as a US citizen? Jeez, man. It's just getting stuck with Gemini. Gemini may be okay, but my goodness, their AI overviews is just needs a lot of work. Because some of that stuff just is not going to give you like great information for that. Speaking of tax dollars, considering how much deep of a hole we are in debt as a country, I think it would be in our best interest to start open sourcing this stuff, because the Pandora's box has already been open when it comes to like the image generation stuff, video generation stuff, LLMs, all this stuff. So if we want to keep having low prices in terms of like electricity and at least keep the like RAM stuff in check, at least make this stuff open source and have like the community just pretty much just like make it smaller. That way it can run on consumer hardware and be less, taxing on our resources. It's quite funny that back in the day, people was talking about we should be having flying cars by now, but all we getting now is Sora 2 videos that look like this.
Officer, she isn't real!
I don't know, man. Prompting a photorealistic video of Anya doing diabolical stuff. Sounds real to me. Get your fat ass in the car.
Well, happy 2026, everybody. I'll probably go back to procrastinating again, so. I don't know when the next video is going to come out, so let me know what you want. Funnily enough, maybe I might do a Gooner Slop video. Maybe if this video get like 100 likes, I'll do like a, I don't know, maybe do something crazy like ranking like all like the image generators and video generators that you could just produce Gooner Slop with it. I don't know. That might be interesting.